This is student handout 4, which are notes, and this is in the unit data and statistics, and we're going to talk about stem and leaf plots. A stem and leaf plot displays large sets of data into a table with two parts. The stem is the first digit or digits, and it's used to group the data. And then the leaf is the remaining digit or digits used to show each individual data piece. All right, so it's probably easiest just to get into this and start showing you what exactly I mean by the stem and the leaf. All right, number 1, the quiz grades below represent the students in Mr. Avery's history class, and we have 85, 87, 68, 70, 79, 88, 88, 89, 92, and 93 for the quiz grades. All right, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a really careful look at my data set so that I can figure out what stems I need. I have things that begin with an 8. Oh, I have one that begins with a 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9. Okay, so I need a stem of 6. I need a stem of 7. I need a stem of 8. And I need a stem of 9. Okay, because your stems in this case are going to represent whatever digit was in the tens place. And then we're going to put the digit from the ones place over here and list them as our leaves. Okay, looking, there's only one data point that begins with a 6 and it ends with an 8. So I'm going to cross that off. I'll go to my 7s, and I need to list them from smallest to largest. So I've got 2 data points that I'm going to list that have 7 in the tens place. So that's a 0 for 70 and a 9 for 79. Mark those off. All right, then I do the numbers that begin with 8 in the tens place. I have 85, 87, 88, 88, and 89. 85 is my smallest, so it's going to go first. 87, so I'll put the 7. 88. 88 again, so put another 8. And then 89. And then I have 92 and 93, so 92 and 93. Now, the key is going to tell you about how this particular stem and leaf plot works and what it means. So, for instance, if we had 6 and then the little bar between the stem and the leaf and an 8, that means a grade of 68. Okay. 7 and then a 0, that means a grade of 7. 7 and then a 9, that means a grade of 79, etc. Okay. Number 2, the lengths below represent the number of meters a toy car travels. Okay. Again, I'm going to look carefully. This time, my stem will be the ones place, and my leaf will be the tenths place, whatever's behind the decimal. 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 2, 4. Okay, so my stems are going to be 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to look at my ones that begin with 2. I'm going to find the smallest. I have 2.1. I have 2.6. 2.8. and 2.9. I'm then going to look at the ones that begin with 3. I have 3.1, another 3.1, and a 3.5. And then I have 2 that are 4.0. So 4.0 and 4.0. This time, like this means a distance of 2.1 meters. Okay. So here, the stem was the ones place and the leaf was the tenths place. Over here, the stem was the tens place and the leaf was the ones place. So it just depends on what the data is, and that's why you need a key to explain what you're doing. Okay, and then we go down here. A local charity hosts an annual barbecue fundraiser where they keep track of the number of participants throughout the weekend events. Use the representation of the data below to create a stem and leaf plot. Okay, well, what they did is they gave you the data as a dot plot, and you're going to take that information and convert it and make it into a stem and leaf plot. I need a stem of 7, a stem of 8, and a stem of 9. Okay, this dot is right there at 78. So the stem is 7, leaf is 8. This one hits right here. If you do a little figuring, this is 78. This next one is 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94. So if this dot hits right here, that's going to be 79. Okay, did that dot. Then we go to, and by the way, it's a little bit easier because if we just read the dot plot, we're going in order from smallest to greatest. Okay, so this one is 82. And then I have 2 that are at 84, so 84 and 84 again. Nothing at 86. I have 3 at 88, so 88, 88, 88. And now I'm at 90. 90 occurs twice. I have 92, and I have a 93. And then it says at the bottom, Dimitri says that there were less events with more than 85 participants than there were events with less than 85 participants. Okay, so events with more than 85 participants would be 88, 88, 88, 90, 90, 92, 93. All right. More than 85 participants. These ones are less than 85 participants. Okay. Dimitri says there were less events, fewer events with more than 85 participants. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 events with more than 85 participants, 7 data points. There were only 5 events with less than. So 7 events had more than 85 participants. 5 events had less than 85 participants. All right, so Dimitri says there were fewer events, less events, with more than 85. No, the events with more than 85, there were more of those. Is he correct? No. There were more events. Oops. It's supposed to be an 8. 85 participants. Okay.